Everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Zoe Bad Blood Collectibles, and today we're going to be going over Thor 2-pack, Thor and Destroyer. Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Zoe Bad Blood Collectibles, and real quick, you guys, we're going to go over Thor 2-pack, Thor and Destroyer from Marvel Legends. So before we go any further, please give this video a like. Also subscribe to the channel, help this channel grow. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers. So I picked up this dude right here. We have Thor and we also have the Destroyer. And I had him for a while and I'm just now reviewing it. So sorry about that. We're in the process of moving. So this video will have the photos at the end, but we'll go over the photos instead of with the music. I will just talk about what I like and what I don't like about the overall review of this 2-pack right here. So real quick, you guys, this Thor figure is freaking awesome. I love the extra head sculpt that they gave him. I do have some gripes and complaints about this figure as well. And one of my main gripes is his head. And we'll talk about that in a second. The Destroyer, I have no gripes or complaint about this figure. I think this is a perfect figure for the Destroyer. Although I know it's comic book accurate, I just wish the eyes could have been a little bit more serious. But I guess that's just how he looks in the comic book. But overall, still an awesome figure. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Thor first. Here he is right here. He looks really great. I love the beard look right there. I love the wings that they have on the helmet. Looks really nice as well. And then the overall detail of the figure looks really nice. It's the same body that we get from the robot body right here, but just with different boots and a different head sculpt. I do have my Thor head from the Galactus comic book series. But anyways, like, they basically the same thing, but I actually prefer this one over this one because look at the paint right there on the side. This is like really bad right here. Looks horrible, but at the same time, it's alright. So I kind of got over it when I was taking photos with this dude. So overall, still looks really nice. And then the cape from this one is a little bit darker on this one right here, the robot Thor. And then this one is a lot lighter. So that was the only difference with those two, with the difference between that Thor right there. But overall, still nice. Love the T that they have right there for Thor. And then the back, also the hammer. This is the hammer from the robot. We do have the hammer for Thor, which is right here. And look at that, you guys. We got no black outline so we can see what is written on there. It's more of a faded. I don't like the way the hammer look. The hammer looks really bad as well. I mean, it just looks like dull, just like plain. This one looks way better. We do get gray paint on the top right there to make it look more detailed, and it just look a lot better. We do have the black wash over the hammer. This one has no black wash over it, so this is horrible right here. And that's why I swapped it out with this one. And that's the good thing about having Thor figures or extra figures, because you can always add different things to these figures as well. And then another thing that I wish this figure would have came with, even though we got this beautiful head sculpt right here, this thing looks really nice. I actually prefer this one more than this one. So I'm going to go ahead and swap these out real quick and then talk about the figure as I'm doing it. And yeah, you guys, I think the hammer was a big letdown. And then also paying however much, $60 for a 2-pack. I think they should have added one of these in here, you guys. This one is from the Marvel Select hammer right here. The Marvel Select Thor. That one's freaking awesome right there. And you can use it for this one as well. And then you can use this one as well. We do have the writing. This one's the better one. So you can just put it in his hand and you can still use it for this Thor right here. So like I said, that's the good thing about having an extra Thor figure. But here it is right here, you guys. He does look better with this head sculpt right here. We do get, I don't know what that is right there, but I need to wipe that off with like some glue or something. But anyways, I do have a little mess up right here, paint error right there or wherever it is. So that looks ugly, but overall don't mind because the helmet, he's been in war, so I can overlook that. But overall, the figure looks really nice. Articulation, we got the typical articulation that Marvel Legends has with the figure. We have a swivel here. We have double bicep joints right here, double jointed elbows. And we also have the Marvel Legend hinge. And then we get a waist swivel here. And then we also get a waist swivel right here. We get a torso swivel right here. And this is where he does all of his ab crunch and everything. It's going to be in the torso area. And then right here, we do have a swivel here. We do have him kick out. And then we do have the double jointed knees. And I actually like these boots better than I do on the other Thor figure with his boots. I actually like these ones better, but I just wish that it could have been like with a wash or painted or something, because this is just it looks too plastic. But anyways, we also get the typical Marvel Legends ankle rocker right there. So overall, this is a really nice figure. You can almost do the splits with this dude. So overall, this thing is really nice as far as articulation. But this is the main thing that I hate about this figure. And we're about to see that right now. And that is the head. No articulation whatsoever. Even though he has the articulation, this hair piece right here should have been soft. Or they should have took the cape and just lowered it completely. Since this is another Thor, just lower it completely so he can have some head movement. And that's one thing that I hate about all the Thor figures that I have is, well, with Marvel Select, I can get some movement on that Thor figure, but this one I get none whatsoever. And I'm going to bring in the Marvel Select figure. Let me see if I can get some head movement out of that. We'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so here's the Marvel Select Thor, and here's the Marvel Legends Thor right here. So I'm thinking about just using this Thor overall, even though Thor is a god, so I don't think it matters how tall he is. But let's see the movement on here. On here you get way better movement. And this Thor is still my best Thor out of all my figures right here. Better than the Mofex, better than Marvel Legends. Even this one right here is better than the 2-pack. This one is just way better. We got a nice hammer, even though I don't have no writing. It's huge as ever. It looks freaking awesome. And then not only that, he has decent articulation for a Marvel Select figure, and it's almost the same articulation that you get out of the Marvel Select, the Marvel Legend. And the only good thing about this one is I actually prefer this one over the Marvel Legends, because you could get his head, you could turn his head. So this is the Thor that I'm going to use for in the future, for when I take photos with anybody, with Thanos or anything like that. I will be using this one more, because this one just looks freaking awesome. I did do a review on this, and man, I forgot how good this dude looks, so probably do another review with him, and this time add photos with it. I didn't take photos with him, but this is the best Thor of all time in my collection. So let's get back into the Marvel Select Thor, the Marvel Legend Thor. And here he is right here. For height and size comparison, I'm going to wait on that. And let's go over the Destroyer. So overall, I'm going to give this dude a 7 out of 10, you guys. I was hoping that this figure would have been a 10 out of 10. But the articulation on the head sculpt, there's none. So I'm going to give this dude a 7 out of 10. We'll leave him right there. All right, let's go ahead and go over the height comparisons real quick. Here he is standing next to the Destroyer. And for some reason, I can't get this dude to stand worth beans, you guys. This dude barely stands, and I don't know why. But here he is standing next to the Destroyer. With the Destroyer out the way. Here he is standing next to Mezco Thanos. This one is freaking awesome. Which is, I did a review on him. Go check that review out. And let me know what you guys think. And that is the best Thanos figure ever, you guys. The best. And then here he is standing next to the Marvel Select Thor right here. Which is the best Thor of all time for any figure that came out. For Mofex, any of them. But here's Marvel Select Thor right here. Which is freaking awesome. I should have used this one in the photos. And then let's move him out the way. Let's get this dude in the middle so we can see him more. Right here. And let's do some Marvel Legend figures. Here he is on the new Captain America that just came out. The new wave that just came out recently, like a month or two ago. when I got this thing like a month or two ago. But here he is standing next to the Captain America figure right there. And then here he is standing next to the robot Thor figure. And same thing with this one, can't move his head. There he is right there, standing next to him. And these are the same body mold, same everything. So same height there. And I do have this, I think it's Serenity or Sentry. Here he is right here, standing next to him as well. Boom. And then last but not least, let's do a Mofex figure. Let's do a Mezco figure. I do have my Doctor Strange Mezco figure. This one I traded it in. I didn't have to pay no money for this one. This one I traded in for one of my other figures. I forgot what I traded it in for. But here he is standing next to Thor right there. And Mezco goes good with Thor figures. I mean with Marvel Legend figures. And then last but not least, we're going to do a Mofex figure. And I'm going to do the Scarlet Spider. And the reason why I'm doing him is so that way you can go watch my review on the Scarlet Spider. And also the photos as well. I think the photos are freaking awesome for the Scarlet Spider. And here he is standing next to Thanos. Let me get this dude in standing position so he won't fall. But here he is standing next to Thor right there. So overall, decent figure. But he's going to get a 7 out of 10, you guys. Very disappointed with this Thor figure. Now, moving on to the big one. Let's go ahead and go over the Destroyer and his accessories as well. And the first thing we're going to do is go over his accessories. And I can't get this thing in the way my camera and stuff is set up. I can't get the whole body and frame. So this is the way I've had to do it because my phone stand broke. So this is the way I'm going to have to do it for now, you guys. Sorry about that. And with this dude, I was very surprised. And I'm looking for his hands. I got to figure out what I did with his hands. Oh, so he comes with himself and then 2 hands. This is from the 2 set box. And he looks really good. Only thing that I wish they could have done with him is put a wash on him to make him look a little bit more where he's not just plastic. I think that would have been awesome if they would have done that. Just gave him a like a wash, like they did. Almost they did in the face. They just made him straight plastic, and then that was it. And they should have put a wash on this thing. That's the only gripe and complaint I have about it. And then that's it. But overall, we do get these extra hands right here. One, he could be holding the Thor's hammer or whatever holding hands. I don't really like that, but it is what it is. And then also we get an open hand right here. I would prefer open hands on both sides, but this is just what we get. And then right here, they still look really nice as well, but we get that plastic silver look, you guys, with all the swirls everywhere in this figure right here. And all the figures are the same. There's no difference between this one and anyone else review. I think they're all the same. And right here you got some swirls of plastic metallic right there in the middle right here, and then also in the back you see some swirls where his butt is, and then also in his lower back right here, a little bit on his neck and on his traps right here. And then that's about it. But overall, he still looks really, really nice. He's a beast, you guys. Look awesome. So real quick, he can't look up this much. He has way better head articulation than the Thor figure. And then he could look down and he could look straight. You could turn him sideways like this, turn him sideways like that. And then these pads right here, they're on the shoulder right here. So you can't get this dude to lift his arms up about that much right here. Almost a T-pose. And but it's good enough, you guys. Good enough for this dude because this dude's a big figure anyways. And then we also, he's not on double jointed elbows, but he does get a swivel here at the biceps right here. At the top of the bicep. And then on the elbow joints is a swivel as well. So that is awesome right here. So you can still get this dude in some amazing posing. And I like for the fact that they gave him the swivel on the bicep, because that's where your movement makes up for the double jointed elbow. So you can still get him in some amazing posing with this dude by simply just doing it like this. And this is almost better than the double jointed elbows when you give this dude a swivel. Like, one thing about a lot of figures is when they have movement like this and they don't give them a swivel, at the bicep, that's when the figure is garbage. But if you give him a swivel without double jointed elbows, like they did with the Conan figure as well, it's way better this way. You get better movement, I think, when you have a figure like this and real poses like that. Look at that, you guys. Freaking awesome. Freaking dope. And then right here, as you can see, it's limited right here as well, but still looks really, really cool. So with that being said, he does have a swivel here, which works really, really good. Look at that, you guys. Smooth, good, no problem. He could look down really, really good as well. If he's looking down at his opponents, he could look down like that. And then he could also look up because of the ab crunch. And then he could look straight up in the air, which is freaking awesome. Now for the legs, we do get the Marvel Legend legs right here, which is normal. And then this dude could almost do the splits. Almost do the splits. And then he does have double jointed knees right here. And those are kind of tight. And then he has a swivel here, which is nice as well. And then this dude has great swivel here on the ankle as well. So for a big figure like this, and to have this much articulation, I'm going to give this figure a 9 out of 10. And the reason why he's not getting a 10 is only because they didn't give him a wash. If this dude would have had a better wash, like a better paint job on here, made this dude look like metal, I think this dude would have been a 10 out of 10 figure right here. But with the accessories that he comes with, I don't care about that really. I just wish they would have gave him another open hand. But overall, this thing looked freaking awesome, and it made my day because I was really regretting getting this thing, this 2-pack, only because I thought this one was going to be horrible with the limited articulation. But the articulation is great on this figure. So it actually makes out for this 2-pack to be a 9 out of 10. But with that being said, this dude is a 9.5 out of 10 himself. And he looks really, really great. Really, really cool as well, you guys. So awesome job here that Marvel Legends did. I think they did an awesome job. The way he looks, love the detail on the legs and the thighs and his quads. You can see his quads there, and then all the muscles and striation in his quad and his thighs. We also see muscle tones in his calves and where his shins are, where his knee is. You can see all kind of stuff right there. That's freaking awesome right there. And then I love the spikes that they added on to the figure right here. So this figure by far kills the Thor figure. This is probably the figure that everyone just wanted right here. And it's freaking awesome, guys. Freaking dope right here. Freaking awesome figure. And it's just amazing how Marvel Legends did a great job on this 2-pack right here. So overall, this Thor, if you want a Thor, get this Thor. I'm still going to stick with my Marvel Select Thor as my favorite Thor of all time. He's just freaking tall, but he has a guard, so that's just what it's going to be. And I think I'm going to do another review on him, and when I do, I will have I'll have some great photos with this dude. But overall, there's a 2-pack right here. We do have Thor and the Destroyer. And I'm giving this 2-pack a 8 out of 10. But Thor singly is going to get a 7 out of 10. And then the Destroyer is going to get a 9.5 out of 10, you guys. So that is it. Let's go ahead and go over the photos, and then that'll be it. Alright, you guys, so real quick, I wanted to do something where you could actually have like a little storyline. And then I do have Hela here. She's part of the Thor universe as well. And there's the Destroyer right there, just got this still on his knees. You almost could do the superhero pose. And there he is right there, looking freaking awesome. He does look good in photos, I do have to say that. He looks really, really cool. I thought that was a great shot as well right here. Look at that dude, just looking awesome. Really neat, and I love how the light hits off this dude. It just makes him look really, really cool. It makes up for the wash on the figure. And then here's Thor right here. As you can see, I used the hammer from the other Thor, but there he is with the Destroyer behind him. And boom, we get Thor right here, one of the poses. And this is where I was really upset with the way that they made Thor, where you can't move his head because it's just mess up it's hard to pose him and get him in really good poses with articulation and photos, you guys. So, but here he is right here going against the Destroyer right here. And we're both going against each other. Boom. Right there. And I kind of wanted to make the Destroyer super strong. So there it is right there again. And then this is just a close-up of Thor. And look at that paint that you can see on the side of the body. That right there just looks really, really bad. And that was like a downfall to me for this figure. And then here we do have the Destroyer just looking awesome. Looking dope. And there he is again. Thor. Just looking freaking awesome, you guys. And then once again, I took another one. I didn't know I took another one, but yep, I probably did. And then I used the hammer right here from the robot Thor, which I told you guys you could use as well. There it is right there again. And then boom, there he is right there. And Destroyer. And then that is it, you guys. That is all that I have for you today. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this review. Also, these photos that you see right here. I do have more photos, but they were for something else. And I will do these photos another time, you guys. This is with it has something to do with a bigger overall photo shoot. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll see you all later. And let me know real quick, you guys, do you agree as well with my decision for giving Thor a 7 and the Destroyer a 9 out of 10. So with that being said, like this video. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you all later. Have a great